So here we have Selle Italia, pretty decent saddle. This is the entry-level saddle from Selle Italia, and it's called X1. We can see the marking here. The X actually looks like an H, so you might see some ads on the internet saying Selle Italia H1, but it's actually X1. So the saddle is pretty stiff. It has almost no padding at all, but after using it for around 1 week I can say that this saddle is not bad at all. It's not comfortable, and it's definitely not a saddle for city bicycles, and neither for mountain bikes, even though it feels steady, it feels good. You get a good flow with it. You can pedal easily. It's very light. It has around 300 grams, so it's quite light. So the material, it looks like leather, and it actually feels like leather, but it's some kind of artificial leather. We have a gap here in the middle. It helps with the pressure somehow, doesn't feel bad, and it also has this gap around here, which is also helping with the pressure when you sit on it. The length is decent. I just adjusted to maximum to stay in front. As it's saying here stop, it should start from here, but I just put it where is the P letter here. It doesn't matter that much anyway. So yeah, when I sit on it, usually sit around here on the back, and it feels decent. As I said, I get quite a lot of speed with it. It doesn't bother me that much. But let's talk about the most important thing, which is the comfort. It's not very comfortable, especially if you don't use pants for bicycles. They have some paddings between the legs. If you don't use something like that, it won't feel comfortable. But it doesn't feel terrible either. The saddle feels like it's very light. Even when you sit on it, it feels that you sit on something really small and really light, and it gives somehow a good feeling, even though it's not comfortable at all. It feels very stiff. After using it for 30 minutes, it doesn't feel worse than or different compared to what it felt when you first sit on it for the first time, when you started riding. It's pretty much the same thing. So the comfort doesn't deteriorate during the ride. It's pretty much the same. And as I said, this saddle, I think it's great for racing bicycles, and for those riders that use those special pants with padding between the legs. That will help with discomfort because of this stiffness quite a lot. So you can see there is very little padding. Now if you ride the city bike, get something with a lot of padding, like triple the size of what you see here. If you ride a mountain bike, you can get the same thing, a saddle with a lot of padding. And if you don't like that and it feels that it's slowing you down during your rides, get something similar like this, but with much more padding. And very important, at least for me, it needs to have this gap here in the middle and some gap in the back, to always have this sort of gap in the middle. It feels much more comfortable. I've noticed the saddles which have this gap in the middle feels much more comfortable. So this was the review. This saddle goes for around 20 euros or $20. You probably can get it much cheaper if you buy it from normal people, from normal ads from the internet like Craigslist, as I did. So should I recommend it? As I said, for racing bikes it's great, and for those that like stiff saddles it's not bad at all, but the comfort, it's not there. Even though it's decent, it's not terrible, even even like this. In terms of design, it looks quite well, has this professional look. The design is minimalistic, not the markings are decent. They are not like everywhere as I see on some cheap saddles with over the top markings. So we have here Selle Italia and here X1, and that's it. Alright, so if you have any questions, please leave in the comments, and thanks for watching.